2, 3.
Today I'll be talking about a YouTuber called LesbianRat. Before this starts, please do not hate on them, as they have since deleted their channel due to backlash, and I don't believe they deserve anything else but guilt. This video includes topics of cutting, suicide, guilt tripping, abusive parents, grooming, homophobia, transphobia and all around toxicity. Yes, they are pretty bad. Make sure to subscribe and comment below more suggestions for things you would like me to address or rant about. Let's begin.
Out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
LesbianRat is a YouTuber who only recently began uploading, maybe for only a week or so, but yes, as you heard before, they have soon deleted their channel. If you didn't already guess, LesbianRat identifies as a lesbian. BTU, that is not the case. As you see here, LesbianRat has gone through many sexualities, like pansexual, bisexual and lesbian. It's alright to struggle with your sexuality, but the problem here is this text at the bottom. Basically what they are saying is I am attracted to men, but I am still a lesbian. As someone who has identified as a bisexual in the past, labels are tricky, but that doesn't mean you can invalidate like the 99.99999% of the community, because they don't like men. The meaning of lesbian is a gay woman, or someone attracted to only women, meaning that they are not lesbian, but in fact, probably bisexual. May I place that this is homophobic and lesbian bisexual erasure. Before this video continues, this is a reminder that apparently, they go by he/him pronouns, so please do not call them her. I am unsure if those are actually their pronouns, so I will continue addressing them as them.
I'll have to ask my accountant about that.
Not sure how old they are. Last time I checked they were 10, but date who you want to. I don't care. LesbianRat dated someone who identified as a transgender male. May I also, but in this is invalidating that person's gender identity if you identify as lesbian, as they are male, not female, but I'm pretty sure they go by Max online. Basically, they ended up breaking up, yada sad couple things, and LesbianRat ended up using Max's dead name and feminine pronouns towards him, which many were enraged by. They did end up apologizing to the public. I'm not sure if they apologized to Max, but in their apology they still put Max's dead name, as you can see on screen. If you can't see, it says I'm sorry I misgendered Max and called him dead name. In my opinion this could have been handled way better, maybe writing an apology that wasn't transphobic. Like I'm sorry I was transphobic and misgendered Max, I won't do it again, but that's just a suggestion. I'm not going to call out whether someone is faking depression or not, as it is not my role to do so, as I am not depressed nor am I professional therapist, but many feels like they are faking depression, as quoted from I'm not sure. Depression isn't just feeling sad, there is a list of symptoms needed and self-diagnosing is not the best, especially saying it on the internet. I'm not depressed, but if I were I would not put that onto the internet, as people don't want to see a 13-year-old cry about how his cat bit him. I'm going to put a clip here from LesbianRat, about what they said. If you can't see it, basically it talks about how they were abused and groomed and had a bad childhood. This feels like, former viewers' perspective, bragging on how you were abused, and trying to make people pity you. In my opinion, no one should try purposefully make others pity them because of their childhood. Call CPS or tell someone, instead of putting it in a video with a chibi character. This is going to be a short part, but whilst their videos were up, there were no trigger warnings anywhere. Yes, a lot of people don't use them a lot and they don't need to be in every video. But talking about being abused or groomed definitely needs a trigger warning. Imagine one person seeing this on their recommended, clicking it, and just being put into a panic attack or breakdown. It's not uncommon that happens, and so I recommend everyone put trigger warnings in where they need to be. I'm making a video about trigger warnings soon, by the way. Like I said before, I don't care about what age people date, unless it's like younger than 9, but if you're 10 years old and dating someone, then you should be mature enough to have a stable relationship. This is mostly about that Max person we talked about before, and how they were dating but broke up, but let me explain what happened before that. First, they broke up with Max after dating them for a while, to go and date someone else, and then got back with Max, before identifying as polyamorous to be able to date someone else, without Max's consent, but that person they became polyamorous for said that nothing was on between them two, but LesbianRat still likes that person? In my opinion, LesbianRat needs to stop focusing on dating as they clearly have feelings for multiple people. They should focus on something else instead of relationships, as clearly it is just dehumanizing for that Max person, as they keep going back to them. Read a book, go touch some grass, you don't need to be in a relationship that young, or at all. As of now, there has been no apology, they have just deleted their channel and said nothing. I did talk with someone they talked to this about, and LesbianRat said this whilst talking to them. I misgendered Max and I've hurt so many people. I've made Max uncomfortable. I deserve all this hate. I keep dragging name into this and now you're being dragged into this. I'm a horrible person but you guys still care for me. Yes, I can see that they are progressing and learning, but many people, including myself, still need an apology, instead of them just deleting their account.